Another New Year's resolution on the top 10 list mentioned earlier included volunteering to help others. What's good about this is that anyone can volunteer. Our next guests are Gene Jones and Richard and Sandra Hilgendorf.
Greetings. We're back again with another episode of Volunteering in the Valley. And look where we are. We're at the end of an adventure called 2014 and looking to begin a new one. What have you done in the past year? What are the things that are going to be your memories from this year? What will you want to do next year to have memories a year from now that you want to keep and cherish? Volunteering can be a part of that, and you can be a part of volunteering. It's just as easy as saying, yes, I will. Volunteering in the Valley is brought to you as a cooperative effort between CVTV and your local Long Branch area chapter of AARP. We decided to combine in this effort because there seemed to be a lack in the community of a way to get information out there about where the needs were for volunteers and what the opportunities were for those who were looking to share their time and talents. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of bringing in somebody who's specifically looking for volunteers, I wanted to visit with some friends of mine. So if I sound a little prejudiced, it's all right. Now this year I've accumulated some new gray hairs, I've accumulated some new wrinkles, and some really wonderful memories of volunteering, and I know these folks have too. This is Richard and Sandra Hilgendorf, and they have worked, I'll let them tell you how many years, as volunteers with TaxAid, and we'll let Dick start off telling us a little bit about the program, and then maybe Sandra can follow with some of her experiences in the program and why it's been important to her to continue it.
Okay, thank you, Jean. We've been volunteering this for over 20 years, and I started because I was farming and I didn't have livestock and I wasn't too busy in the wintertime, so I thought this would be a good thing to do, and I started out with a few people, and not too long ago we had 600 people that we helped. This is a program that we work at NECAC, and it's through ARPS, and they work together, pushing everything together. That's what we like about volunteering. It's everybody in the community helping everybody else. And in doing this, we do your taxes that are less than $50,000 every time. And then this part of it, we do year in and year out, almost all the same people all the time. It's been something that we both enjoy in doing so, because the people are just nice to do, and really think of it being a great thing. And one of the things that's kind of sad, some of our people are older, and we do lose them every year, and that's kind of a bad. And one of the customers that we lost this year, and I'm going to miss, she always brought me a jar of grape jelly, and I loved it. And it was very good, and we don't accept gifts, but you know what, I couldn't turn down the grape jelly. But I always gave her a couple of pounds of sugar so she could make some next year. So that's part of why we volunteer and stuff. We enjoy doing it, meeting the people and enjoying the life.
So TaxAid provides free income tax preparation to households with income of less than $50,000 for the year.
That's correct, and we emphasize mostly on elderly people, anybody over 65.
Sandra, tell us why you continue to do this and why it's important.
Well, it is very important to me to be doing something like this because my husband and I are always together in anything that we do. And we both enjoy helping people. And being able to help and do this service for people free, it has brought a lot of money into the county that can be spent in Macon County. And that is one of our main reasons for doing it. And we try to say this, that if we have not helped somebody in a day's time, we have really failed in what we're doing. So we do this every day and try to help somebody. So the taxes have been really good that we could prepare for people.
You know, I hear exactly what you're saying, and sometimes the greatest reward is putting a smile on somebody's face that came in all worried about how they were going to meet that utility bill or how they were going to get their car repaired. And if you're better able to help them get a more favorable tax refund, they can pay those bills out of their own funds, hold their heads up high, and continue on making their way in the world without having to go out and ask for outside help. And for a lot of people, and especially older people who are generally very proud and hate a lot to have to go and ask for help, that's an important thing to think about. So talk a little bit about one other aspect that I know you deal with a lot in the tax clients that you talk to, and that is the Missouri property credit.
Yes, we do a lot of the property credit, and it deals with taxes that you paid on your property, and you can get that property tax back. Even if you don't owe any taxes to the federal government or to the state, through the state, this is a project that you can get your money back from the property tax. It's,
I know there are some income limits on that. Is that right, Sandra?
That is right. There are income limits of $30,000 if you're husband and wife, and it's still $30,000 for one person. And another thing is they have certain deduction that you can take if you are a married couple. And another thing I would like to say is that you don't really have to own property to be able to collect this credit. You just have to rent the property, and then you get a statement from your landlord stating how much rent you paid for the year, and you are eligible for that.
Now, that's true for any property that has had real estate taxes paid.
And it has to be real estate taxes paid. Now, one of the places that we have that does not qualify is Lock Haven Nursing Home, because they do not pay real estate
Right.
taxes to the county of Macon.
And some of our senior housing units are also
this-
in that kind of
that's right.
situation. What other kind of volunteering do you folks do? And why is it at the end of the year that you will continue to do it? Because I know you have to train for tax aid.
well, one of the things that I've enjoyed about volunteering is through the arts organization that we belong to right here in Macon County, and it's something that really helps me and my wife get along real good with everything. It's fun, it's an enjoyable time, and one of the things that's so good about this part of it, I am the president, and my wife happens to be the secretary, and here we are, we're worried about, do you have to do all this work? Well, we don't have to. There's a lot of good people in the organization. They help do this, and it's all divided up, and it's a fun organization. One of the highlights of it is when my wife has the privilege of cooking a dinner, and we all get to go in and have dinner, and we really have a good conversation after that, enjoyable time.
It's about the sharing, it's about the fellowship, but most of all, it's about the volunteering. That's what our chapter is primarily about. And I'm sure that most of you belong to an organization or know of an organization or have an affiliation with a group that at some time during this coming year will be doing a project that requires hands and time and effort and phone calls and publicity. You know, even if you've not done it before, if I can learn to do these things at my advanced stage, it can't be that hard for you younger folk who are much more into the technology than I am. And I just have had such a great time learning to do new things, meeting new people who are out there making a difference in the community, not just sitting back and playing their video games and talking to their friends and texting, which I still don't know how to do, but that's all right. I've got too many other things I'm busy with. I don't need to text, thank you. But, you know, great for those that love it. Think about this past year. Think about the things that made you smile. Think about the things that could make you smile at this time next year. And I'm sure that volunteering will be among them. Don't make it a resolution, make it a revolution. I will make a revolution in my area, in my community, in my group, by finding a new need in the community or by serving a need that we're already aware of. Have a great year.
Such a nice couple. Thanks so much, Richard and Sandra, and thank you, Jean.
If one of your New Year's resolutions is to get better cell phone coverage, Sheridan Valley Wireless is here to help with the 4G LTE coverage that beats the national carriers.
Sign up now and receive a $200 credit on a Verge smartphone activation. See any Sheridan Valley store for details, located in Brookfield, Salisbury, Moberly, Macon, and our agent location in Shelbina.
Our holiday bundle promotion gave an opportunity for 2 lucky customers to win a new iPad Mini 3. And I'm happy to announce our winners are Vicki Cunningham of Callio and William Rector of Macon. Congrats to both of them, and probably made for a very wonderful Christmas for them.
Absolutely, very exciting. Well, high school seniors, now is the time to apply for your Sheridan Valley scholarships. This application may be completed online and is available at our location, our website at cvalley.net. Click on News, Notes, and Community, then Announcements. The scholarship deadline is February 6th.
Give the gift of life. Every day, patients across the country rely on blood and platelets donated by people like you.
Donate this Thursday, January 8th from 12 to 4 at the Missouri Department of Transportation on Highway 36 in Macon with the American Red Cross, and with the Community Blood Center on January 12th at the Marceline Eagles from 12 to 6.
Valentine's Day is the traditional day for expressing feelings of love. For CVTV, it is also a time to announce our Couple of the Year. This is a couple whose marriage has withstood the test of time, 50 years or more, and who are still very much in love today.
Please send us your nominations with a paragraph telling us why you feel they should be Sheridan Valley's Couple of the Year. Email it to cvtv@sheridanvalley.com by January 31st.
Employers, again this year, CVTV will help you get the word out about job openings within your organization at no charge. Email your openings to the address on the screen.
Job seekers, Sheridan Valley has a full-time opening for an IP network analyst to work in our Huntsville Network Operations Center. For details, check out cvalley.net and click on About Us, then Jobs.
CVTV has many exciting upcoming shows this week. Check out our weekly lineup at cvalley.net. Also check out CVTV's YouTube channel for all your favorite CVT programs at the click of a button. Simply click on the YouTube icon on Sheridan Valley's homepage.
Our quote this week comes from Carl Bard. Although no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending.
Keeping these few simple tips in mind this new year may help to increase your chances of success. Consider that the new year is not only a time to make changes in your life, but also a time to be thankful for being alive and well for another year.
Absolutely. And that's all we have for now. For all of us at Sheridan Valley, I'm Donna Bell, and we thank you for sharing a part of your day with us.
Stay tuned for another CVTV program coming up shortly.